When you purchase a car, you have an automotive technician service that vehicle oftentimes 2 or 3 times a year. You get notified when you need to rotate the tires, when you need to come in for a 50,000 mile tune-up or a 100,000 mile tune-up. Yet, when you purchase a home, you make the largest financial decision of your life. It doesn't come with a service manual. It doesn't come with a technician notifying you every 6 months to 1 year what you need to do to that house to maintain the value and to take great care of it. Well, today I'm going to share with you 4 tips on how to recession-proof your home, and it's going to be a valuable resource as we head into not only the winter, but 2020. Hey friends, I want to welcome you back to another episode of Making Sense of the Markets. Today is Sunday, December 8th, 2019. Today I'm going to share with you part 3 of my 5-part series on how to recession-proof your life and your finances as we head into 2020. If you don't know who I am, my name is Dan Keller. I'm a branch manager and mortgage advisor at CrossCountry Mortgage. And the reason why I'm giving you this information is twofold. The first is I wish I would have had someone teach me this stuff before I purchased my first home. And as I continued down the path of home ownership, because there are so many things that I'm going to share with you today that had I done, it would have saved me money along the way. And saved money along the way means more money in the bank in the end, and that's big in regards to recession-proofing your life and retiring financially free. The other reason why I'm going to give you this information today is I've realized over the last couple of years that when you go to a bank or a credit union or you use other mortgage people, you don't get the advice and the care and the information that I give my clients. And so what I want to make sure is that you have access to information that I give my clients so that if you have questions relative to your mortgage, that you can reach out to me. And I'd love the opportunity to have that conversation. So let's go ahead and get started. I am going to be looking at some notes to make sure that I don't miss anything. So let's jump right in. The first thing is relative to a question, the number one question that I get asked right now, and it's around, Dan, is now a good time to buy? What I've done over the last few months, instead of just winging it with that answer, I've gone out and I've interviewed real estate investors, economists, and a couple of different financial planners, and then did a bunch of research over the last 30, 40 years, economically speaking and real estate investment speaking. And you know what? The answer, the consensus was unanimous across the board that if you purchased a home and you stayed in that home for a minimum of 5 years, that there really over the last 30 to 40 years has not been a bad time to purchase a home. So my first tip, buckle down right now, plan on staying in your home and in the mortgage for a minimum of 5 years and you're gonna be okay. Tip number 2, relative to your home. Now, unless you own your home free and clear, this tip is super relevant. And it's relevant because right now we are in a very low mortgage interest rate environment. So tip number 2, I want you to evaluate your mortgage. You should have a 30-year fixed rate at 4% or lower right now. If you don't, I want you to reach out to me. Let me look at your mortgage and let's talk about saving you some money on your mortgage rate. The other thing that has to do with your mortgage is the term. Another way to recession-proof your mortgage or your home is to shorten the term. Because rates are so low right now, you can shorten the term from 30 years to 20 years or 30 years to 15 years, saving you money on the total cost of your loan over time. The third thing to look at relative to your mortgage is PMI, private mortgage insurance. If you're paying PMI right now, you should be aggressively working to pay that down or remove it. If you have any questions around that, reach out to me. I'd love to give you some advice and some help on how to do that. Number 3, I want you to look at your insurance. You're going to pull your insurance declarations, and I'm not having you evaluate your monthly premium or your annual premium. I don't care about saving a couple of dollars a month there. I care about saving you thousands of dollars in the event that something tragic happens with your home. So I want you to look at your coverage. Now, if you have questions around that, I have a local insurance professional that I'd be happy to recommend, and he can help you identify if you have the right coverage or not, and if maybe umbrella coverage is something you should talk about. Number 4, and this is where I'm going to look at my cheat sheet, Upkeep. We talked about when you buy a car and when you purchase other things that you get a manual and you get advice on how to take care of that. You don't with a home. So I'm going to give you 7 tips right now to take better care of your home that will save you thousands of dollars. So from an upkeep standpoint, the first thing I want you to do, go out and get a ladder and go check your gutters. You're going to clean out your gutters specific to the downspout regions. Now, if you don't want to do that, hire someone, spend a couple $100s to clean those out and to take care of those. A couple $100 now can save you a couple $1,000s in the spring due to water damage. The second thing you're going to do is you're going to look at your roof. I want you to make sure that you know what kind of roof you have and how long that roof is good for. Most roofs are 30-year roofs, so if you're 20 years into it, you got about 10 years left. It's good to know stuff like that. The other thing I want you to pay attention to right now is moss. Moss is not good on roofs. It can lead to water damage, so keep an eye open for that and try to eliminate that. The third thing I want you to look at is your furnace. You should change the filter on your furnace every 60 to 90 days. Upkeep there can save you the replacement cost of a new furnace down the road, and those are expensive. The next thing I want you to do is check the weather stripping around your doors and drafts around your windows. That can save you money on your utility bills, and that's a very inexpensive fix there. The next thing I want you to walk around the exterior of your house and check the water valves and make sure that they're insulated. Again, 20, 30 bucks here can save you thousands of dollars on a bursted pipe and water damage in the spring. While you're walking around the exterior of your house, you want to take a look at 2 things. You want to make sure that there's about 4 to 6 inches gap between dirt and your siding. The other thing is you want to make sure shrubs and trees are not near or touching your house where rodents can climb up there and jump onto your house, causing you a lot of damage with rodent infestation. That is what I've got for you today. I hope you found this valuable. If you did, do me a favor, share it with someone that it can help. I want you to reach out to me if you have any questions. Next week, I'm coming back with part 4, and it's going to be incredible. It has to do with investing, and I can't wait to see you next week. In the meantime, have a great weekend. Merry Christmas. We'll talk to you soon.